Welcome to SwitchCorner, my name is Alex. Today we're going to be taking a look at my favourite Switch deals coming in under $10 or your local currency, and here I cover the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. There's definitely a massive sale on right now though, well over 1,000 games and plenty of them are budget options, so hit subscribe, join us here for reviews and deals near daily, and let's get started. If you are thinking about grabbing anything from the eShop, then consider using cornershop.gg for discounted instant delivery email eShop credit. You'll get 10% off at checkout using a code CORNER. Steel Assault then is back with 50% off. That matches the low price, and this one, it's going to be for the run and gun fans out there. You're taking on the role of Taro Takahashi. They're on a revenge mission against what is a previous leader. It's not story heavy naturally, but it is a blast as you clear out these enemies with a combination of weapons and a zipline. That zipline is really unique as well because you can not only traverse the world with it in a creative way, but you can actually get some really nice angles and advantages. It's not an easy game understandably, but it packs enough options here to be welcoming to most, and my full review, find that in the pinned comment down below. My main disappointment with this one, that's gotta be a lack of multiplayer. Blazing Chrome then is a good alternative as well for run and gun fans out there. This one, it's channeling a very 80s kind of like vibe with a story that's somewhat similar to that of Terminator. Basically, machines rule the world, you're trying to save the day. This is probably the more difficult experience, but some really fun levels, boss encounters, a solid selection of weapons, and then of course 2-player support as well. It matches the low price, that is a 60% off. Super Meat Boy then is a modern classic. It's 60% off, that is matching the low price, an incredibly challenging experience and a Twitch platformer. The idea though simple enough, navigate these levels that are filled with all sorts of devices that are out to kill you. You've got your own special abilities though fortunately to get you through. Think the ability to wall jump, and you pack some serious speed as well. You're going to need it though, you'll be facing here over 300 levels. Mix this in then with unlockables, boss encounters, a 2-player race mode in fact, and yeah, the story, you're saving your girlfriend from what is an evil fetus. It's as weird as it sounds, but that is the charm of Meat Boy. Slipstream then will be for the race fans. I really enjoyed this one personally. I've got a full review on the channel. You can find that in the pinned comment below, but it's a old school racer, and as budget ones go, it definitely hooked me. At first, honestly, it is tough. The controls are arcade-like. The camera angle as you do these drifts and turns, it takes some getting used to, but once you get there, you'll be flying around these tracks and it's an absolute blast. While it's not got a ton of content then here, there is enough with arcade modes, a few spins on the formula, think like Last Car Out, extremely tough that mode in particular, and then as well up to 4-player local multiplayer as well. I think it's worth a look though personally, and it's a new low price at 20% off. It's all topped off as well with a soundtrack that's definitely decent, and those neon visuals, that is always going to be a winner for me. A shout out then to RedDeerGames for sponsoring today's video. They've got a batch of games on sale right now for you all. Their usual heavy discounts, so they asked me to tell you all about it. We'll be quick firing these free for you all, but first up, Mojito the Cat. This one, it's 80% off. It's a puzzle game where you're navigating cube-shaped animals around increasingly challenging locations. You're basically looking for an exit while kind of, chilling out to its soundtrack. Then we get Unakari, which is 75% off. It's an action platformer. You're navigating 24 levels across 3 worlds, old school from the visual design to the 8-bit soundtrack, and along the way you'll basically be battling it out against enemies and bosses. The story, we're out to restore order and peace to this world. Finally, Bit Orchard Animal Valley Ultimate Edition. This is a farming sim, but it's been slimmed down, simplified alongside what is a Game Boy-esque style that I absolutely love. Gameplay is simple, basically grow and sell apples, build up this location. The Ultimate Edition, though, it includes everything from additional items for your farm to theme packs changing up the colour to additional coin. It's 75% off, it's live in most regions right now except for North America. You can expect it to kick off here on the 30th of September. South of the circle then, just a quick mention, but it's received a new low price here, 30% off, and this one, it's going to be for the narrative fans as you follow a character trying to survive in what is a frozen landscape. It's interesting though because the timeline shifts to explain what is happening, how he ended up here, but also the impact on his relationships. It's not going to be for everyone, but my full review it is in the pinned comment down below. Ys Origin then is here with 60% off. That is a price we've seen before, but I really like this one. It's an action RPG. It was originally released back in 2006, and it was well deserving of this re-release here on the Switch. While it definitely shows its age on the system, some repetitive environments, and the visuals not exactly, next gen, that said, gameplay and everything else contained, I found a ton of charm in it. The story is a fun one as well. Your home, it was raised into the sky by guardians following what was a demon attack. Those guardians though, they've disappeared and now a tower is being built to reach you. Your role, get into the devil tower and uncover the secrets. Good combat, 3 playable characters, though one is extremely annoying, 4 game modes and more than enough items and inventory to keep fans of the genre busy. Check out my full review in the pinned comment down below. Tamashii then is a game that doesn't get enough love, and it's now got a new low price, 75% off, a puzzle platformer that's inspired by Japanese platformers of the 80s and 90s, and think here, extremely obscure ones. It's a creepy world though that's heavily leaning into horror. I just love the pixel work in this one though. The use of black and white is striking, especially on the OLED, and it's extremely challenging as well. That said though, look, if hard's not your thing, you can find an accessibility option that allows the use of slow motion to help you out, which is always going to be a nice touch. I do appreciate when games, and they're doing it more and more often nowadays, which is they put in extra options so everybody can get a chance to play. Heaven's Dust 2, then I actually picked this up a while ago, but I'm still yet to really dive in, so I'm listing it as my pickup of the week. That means I can't necessarily recommend it, but maybe you'll want to join me for this ride. I'll put it out there as well. I thought the first game was absolutely terrible. I reviewed it here on the channel, so I kind of avoided this one. But it seems a lot was fixed with the core gameplay, and the reviews this one received were seriously impressive. Basically, it's a ton of praise, and I'll link the full Switch Up video for you in the pinned comment down below. I know they covered this one. I'm pretty sure they really enjoyed it. Seems though the team took all of that feedback that was given and made perhaps what is the game they always intended to deliver, and I really appreciate that. The best way to look at this one though, an isometric styled Resident Evil, and it's matching the low price here, 33% off. Panzer Paladin then is our penultimate game of the video. This one's for the mech fans, old school in style, but think here an action platformer with a surprisingly lengthy main story. The average is around 6 hours, 17 levels in total, although we'll be forging weapons and piloting this mech to take on what are the Weapon Keepers, a force of the occult. Recently though, we got a free update as well that throws in a challenge mode, speedrun leaderboards, an additional 8-bit soundtrack, some tweaks even to weapon storage. Great game, great price, it's 50% off, that is matching the low. Dark Devotion then to close us out, it's 60% off, matching the low price, but I feel like this is another one that we don't see enough about. It's Souls influenced and a roguelite. What makes it incredibly unique though, the fact there's no ability to jump. I just found it so unusual when I first jumped into the game, but as you go into it, it actually kind of makes sense and adds for an extra layer of challenge. The story though, you're exploring the secrets of what is a mysterious fallen temple while testing out your faith. I loved the world in this one though. They've delivered a huge amount of detail with their pixel style, and yeah, think here just experimentation, whether that's going to be weapons, armor, items, or even what are blessings, curses, and illnesses. Definitely, again, like not an easy game, but roguelite fans, that's what you would expect. It's got a decent runtime as well. It's right around the 12-hour mark. Overall, though, with this game, I was a fan. It seems the audience score on Metacritic agrees as well, with me an average of an 8. Critics, though, not so much, with them sitting at right around 65. And that is the video down. Will you be adding anything to the library this week, or are you holding onto that cash? Let me know in the comments down below. With that then, hit subscribe, join us here for reviews and deals near daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.